Detroit Lions, taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Garoppolo now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, the former #1 overall pick of the draft, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Goff. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They find Williams on the slant. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. To throw is Goff. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Goff on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. And meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to Perriman. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. A give to Williams, running right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Goff. Over the middle. He's got Tyrell Williams. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Tyrell Williams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points. You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack.
Excellent play there by D. Ford, back in form. Remember, 2020, 0 sacks for the season, but to be fair, only played in 1 game due to injury. What he wants to do is get back to the form he showed in 2018 with Kansas City, a career-high 13 sacks.
The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 34 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And down to the 16-yard line. 42 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Gone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Goff. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Goff now to throw. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Lions have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019. They're hoping he can regain his all-pro form this season.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. He can't get him down. And he'll be out of bounds.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turn to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Gold to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Rashad Perriman's in his 6th NFL season. The Lions already his 5th team. He did have 30 catches last year with the New York Jets, but here in Detroit, hoping to recreate the magic his father created. Brett was quite the receiver for Detroit in his day. Played there 6 years, went over 1,000 yards twice. A first down catch for the younger Perriman.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, Williams.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And we always talk about sacks as a sign of defensive pressure. Well, the Lions also talked about how you affect a quarterback in the pocket. They had the fewest quarterback pressures in the entire league last year. So upgrading, that was a priority. And the front office appears to have gotten it done. There's a sack right there.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Romeo Okwara providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Now in his 4th season with the Lions after 2 with the Giants, Romeo Okwara had a big year in 2020. 10 sacks. Remember this, he had 10 combined in his previous 4 seasons.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. Middle of the field to Allison. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Goff. That is caught. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Goff, touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo looks to throw. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. 20! Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses. Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 4. Goff, a handoff here to Swift, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
On 2nd down, Swift. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Lions will take over. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And incomplete on the deep ball. After after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. That'll be caught out right by Allison. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Goff now looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing again is Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Levi Onwuzurike in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. Throw left side taken in by Allison. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 6 yards left on second down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Time for another look at this Lions offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And Detroit getting set to go now. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, it's Goff. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Deebo Samuel was a revelation for the 49ers in their run to the NFC Championship in his rookie year of 2019. Injuries kept him to just 7 games last year, but he brings a dimension of creativity when he's out on the field, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. It's another pass to Pyramid, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They hand it off to Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll bring it down here right around the 17-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to let this go deep for Allison. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Detroit. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Goff now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain for second down. Gone. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Nick Bosa had an outstanding freshman campaign in 2019 with a 9-sack season and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went down with a knee injury in Week 2 last year, and the Niners' fortunes seemed to sag right along with it.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Back to throw. Goff. Got a man. That's Allison. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now Goff on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Back to the running game with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 24-21. A little over 80 ticks to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Garoppolo. And he will find his man Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's swung out to Mostert. Breaks a tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Goff.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Here comes the Lions punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part one is done, now part two. 84 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The 49ers traded up to snag Brandon Ayuk at pick 25 in the 2020 draft out of Arizona State. He was in and out of the lineup a little bit in his rookie year. Only played in 12 games, but was awfully productive when he was out there with 60 catches. And there's another one, this time for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. chunks of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice in the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Niners, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.